My name is Adron, and I am a songwriter and performer from Atlanta. Describing the music that I play is one of my great challenges, especially booking tours and promoting myself, because it is so hybrid. I'm nervous to use words like, location words like Brazilian or like bossa nova or anything like that, because I'm not from those places. Lately I've been calling it tropical pop and soul, because that feels very inclusive to me, like very internationally broad and kind of vague. My connection to Brazilian Tropicalia and samba started in my teens when I just randomly walked into a record store looking for something that would seem really obscure and eclectic, and I stumbled upon an Os Mutantes record, and from that moment it changed my life. One of the coolest things that's ever happened to me was Os Mutantes came through town playing at the Earl, and I begged them to be allowed to open for Os Mutantes. And they were like, of course, that makes sense that you would do that. I was like, that's why I love you, Atlanta. I've always been really geeky about languages and naturally drawn to picking them apart. Especially if I find a music that I love, I have to be able to sing along. It's my pathological need to be able to sing along. And because I love so much, especially like Brazilian, a lot of Spanish language music, a lot of stuff from Mexico and Cuba, it's just necessary for me to understand the words so I can feel more like I'm a part of it. So I often find myself accessing language through music. And once I started to discover just like how deep and colorful and psychedelic and expressive those lyrics are, I was just like deep in it. Since my first album came out, I was 19 when my first album came out, and I was definitely hardcore into Tropicalia and bossa nova and samba at the time, and I think it shows in that music. I think I started to get a more mature, more capable grasp of those sounds as time went on. Water music to me feels like you've gotten all of the ingredients for your delicious meal, and you've presented it with some confidence finally. As always, it's a broad palette, but I feel like where I live inside of that mix of sounds is becoming a little bit more clear. It's kind of becoming a little bit more mine. During the writing and recording of water music, I started to have an uncontrollable pathological need to have aquariums, and it felt like there was something really important about the expression of water. And so in this album, I'm kind of going through a lot of personal emotional baggage, and all of it feels like tides and fluctuation and waves, and just it's like me just trying to get at the root of a feeling, just something that was tugging at my mind that seemed really important and very connected to water.